Finally, game room is done, overhaul complete. It's been about a month in the making. However, we could have wrapped this up in about 2 weeks. Unfortunately, I had to wait on a couple of parts, but game room's done. I am in my outdoor lanai area right now, which is now connected to the game room. I'm super stoked about it. I can't wait to show you guys everything that I've done to the space, where it used to be, where it is now, and how this outdoor area intertwines with it all. But for the most part, we used to have the game room and our dining room down here. My wife was super cool about it, so we decided to convert the dining room back into the dining room, which only had the MegaKade and my Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet with a dartboard. But now I said, hey, we have a living room and a family room. We only use the family room. So why don't we expand into the living room, which is exactly what we've done. I got more space. The room just makes so much more sense. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna talk about the games that I have in here and a little bit about the goodies in my game room. And I do have a video showcasing what my game room used to look like when I lived in Michigan. It is on my channel if you want to check that out. But I had to give up a lot of games when we moved away and downsized the arcade. But now we are slowly but surely upsizing the arcade again. I couldn't be happier with the outcome, and we're going to explain all this right now. So without any further ado, let's go check out that new game room. We are finally, this is the new game room here at the Bridgewater Palm Palace. So I'm going to keep most of this video in wide angle camera mode because it's just hard to fit everything in without it. But this is everything in all its glory here. So let's start off over here. The last piece I got was, let's go back into non-wide angle here. So we have the Arachnid Galaxy 2.5 dartboard with the LCD screen. And boom, we have a laser dart line on the ground because I did not want to put a dart strip on the ground in order to throw. And when you shut the machine off, the dart line disappears. I absolutely love it. Let's move in a little closer here, talk about this screen. So we hit this button, the red button here, and it'll take you into the game menu. I think it's got about 40 or 50 preloaded games. Obviously, cricket's everyone's go-to. Turn on a cricket game right quick. You can play up to 8 players, but let's go back. Okay, pass it again. And we'll start with 1, but either way, we'll go with 2, my bad. There we go. So the LCD screen makes it super easy to track each other's scores. It does all the work for you. I've never been a big soft tip guy, but this is a full-blown commercial Arachnid dartboard. Cannot complain. It's been a lot of fun so far. The stair edge in here, this is a step down room. So let me get this back on wide. Here we are, it's a step down room. So we had a full set of furniture in here before. It was really lame and no one ever used it. It was carpeted flooring. We yanked it all out within the matter of a week. I had this floor done, I should say, and moved everything in here that you see. But that's where it all started. So this stair edging here, I did put this edge on here with color changing LED lighting strip, so I can actually change the color here. And it might look a little blinky or rigidy on here, but it is not in real life. We can change it to whatever color we want. Lately I've been rocking the red because it just matches the 2 new Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift machines that I have in the back here. So let's go down the line, check a few things out. Obviously, this is the machine that needs no introduction. This is my MegaKade X from Extreme Home Arcades. Plenty of videos on my channel to check this machine out, learn everything that you need to know about this machine. Let's go back into the normal camera here. I won't waste too much time on it. It does have Golden Tee 2018 Nighthawk that I have installed into it so that you can play real versions of Golden Tee on here. And we have, obviously I got some artwork up here, just some old picture collages and whatnot. I got an old promo picture of when As They Sleep, my band, was younger, the pre-record deal days. But let's move on over here to just my ultimate favorite cabinet. This is my Mortal Kombat 2, dedicated Mortal Kombat 2 cabinet right here. I have a video on my channel explaining what I've done to this machine to its fullest extent. So go back into normal mode here. Just a couple things. You'll see that I'm running Mortal Kombat 3 on it right now, actually Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. You're probably wondering how I did it. The video on my channel will explain that, but the short of the long is I have a JAMA switcher board, 6-in-1, inside this machine with a remote control, and I also have all 4 Mortal Kombat arcade games in here. Well, technically there's 5 if you count standard MK3, but I added the run buttons here on the play field, and I also added in that 6-in-1 switcher a Pandora's Box 4 along with a 3001 MAME PCB. So you can see everything about this game on my channel, on my Mortal Kombat video. Should be easy to find. And then up here we have one of my favorite pictures of all time. You'll see a young Scan in this picture. I was about 14 years old, sitting at the Mortal Kombat 2 machine at my brother's birthday party back when it was about 1994. I think MK2 had only been out for about a year. Me with my longer hair and Pantera shirt like a true OG. But that is one of my favorite pictures of all time. My mom had that framed and blown up for me for Christmas one year, so that is where it will hang, always above this machine. Let's move on to the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. This game is super dope to play, especially when you got 2 people running side by side. I do have it set on free play right now. Let's go back to standard camera mode and see what this looks like. If you take a look at these screens, you will notice that I have upgraded both of these screens to LED HD PC monitor screens. They're actually Asus monitors. They are a 16:10 ratio, not a 16:9. The 16:10s are slightly taller of a monitor. You see, I do have a small 2-inch bezel on the top that I had to use to basically black out the negative space. You do not sacrifice any of the screen. It's the picture is better than it was before. So that is part of the reason why this video took me a while to get together. I did have to do the upgrades to the LED. I had one of my CRT monitors crap out on me, which really sucked. About 3 days after I got the machine, tried doing a full cap kit. Let's go wide again here. A full cap kit on it with some other components that we tried to replace it with. Did not work. And then one of the seats on this machine right here didn't adjust back and forth, so I did have to get a seat slide spring kit for that. So I have made 2 tutorial videos on how to upgrade your monitors from CRT to LED, and then I also made a seat spring slide assembly video, which is nowhere to be found, so hopefully that helps some people out. I will be posting both of those videos very shortly. But this is basically the gist of the wall over here that you see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machines here. Far more room in this area. And over here is where the game room used to be. This is the dining room. I know this is not what this video is about, but you get an idea of what it looked like in here. This is what it looks like now. It's an actual dining room. Gave my wife the dining room back. She was very cool with us moving it into the step-down living room. But I'm gonna head in here and touch on a few more things. So let's do it. This over here is our wet bar area. Got me a couple of Mortal Kombat Arcade 1-Up stools. They just tend to fit perfectly here. at the bar. So we have a nice picture of our cat here, the king. I had this made because we just have the dopest cat. Got my dart holder here. These are arachnid bar darts. I got sick of the flights popping out every time they would hit the ground. I'm sure some of you can feel that pain. But this is the wet bar area where we now have far more room to chill with cocktails and room for people. Got our pub table over here. And there's just, the room is just way more conducive to having a house full of people with a good time and a good party. But this brings me to the Mortal Kombat wall here. I have this is a wood carved Mortal Kombat dragon that is sold at Combat Con. I've been to Combat Con in 2017. Yeah, whatever, sounds dorky, but I can tell you right now, it was the dopest weekend ever. Huge party, tons of fun. These are the shots of the original people that I met that played all these characters. We got Daniel Pacina, played Johnny Cage, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Noob, a bunch of people. John Parrish is Jax. Carrie Hoskins, she played Sonya Blade in MK3, I believe. And then obviously we have Ho Sung Pak, Liu Kang. He played Liu Kang. Carlos Pacina played Raiden, Shao Kahn, yada, 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 so on and so forth. These are just, I have far more of these still shots that are signed. I just only put my favorite ones up in this poster. And then this is just cool as hell. Carlos Pacina signed this for me. It's a picture of him on the side of the MK2 cabinet. And then I got my signed Mortal Kombat 2 trading cards. A friend bought these for me and sent them down here to me in Florida. And I got my MK clock. But let's check out this back wall here real quick. So this back wall here is basically dedicated to my records with my band and some earlier promo stuff. Let's see how the standard camera works. We have some tour posters over here in the corner. This was our first EP, I believe, in 2005. And then we have our first album when we signed with Luxor Records in 2008, which is called Black in the Sun. And then here are a couple of newer promo pictures, posters that were made when we signed with Solid State Records, which is Solid State / Tooth and Nail Records in 2010. This is our sophomore debut release on Solid State Records, which is called Dynasty. This is an appearance we made in Decibel magazine. And then here are some more tour posters that were truncated, framed, printed and framed. Some Ticketmaster tickets from some shows that we played back in the D. And then here we have some tour posters here with some of our Solid State label mates and the lanyard pass there. Just great stuff to have, things I'm super proud to have hanging on my walls. And then this is one of our earlier tour posters when we were touring on our Black in the Sun album. Geez, I think this is about a good 10, 12 years old. 12 years old this backdrop is. We have some others, but they are packed up in the trailer with our band stuff in another state, back up in Michigan. But that is basically the explanation of this wall. All of our music is streamable on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, anywhere music is sold or streamed. But As They Sleep is the name, so that is the explanation there. And we're gonna take a step outside, which is one of the best parts about this new game room area. Let's check this out. So the last thing that has made this new game room overhaul just so worth it is the fact that we have never been able to use this sliding glass door to head out to the lanai area. I'm gonna go back in wide angle here. Now, while we are partying, we can just walk right out to the lanai area, and the girls like to sit by the fire quite a bit. We got the pool going on out here, and the hot tub. And then my all-time favorite, my custom-built tiki bar that was actually built by my mom and my dad. My dad is a custom home builder, so one year for my 30th, I said, I really want to build a tiki bar with you, and they surprised me with that. But it ties everything in together so well. We do have the color-changing LED bulbs in the pool right now. Looks like it's on a standard blue color, but you'll probably see it changing in the background. The hot tub also has a little waterfall. This is an all-in-one Dreammaker spa. Has a little waterfall, color changing lights. It's good for 2 people. We have crammed, it's comfy for 2 people big time, but you can cram 4 people into it. So this is where we like to chill and hang out. Let's see if the standard cam works good. Got a little TV up there on the lanai wall. Matter of fact, let's walk back around here. And you can just see how easy the access is to go in and out of the game room. It just makes for such a better space. I can't even explain it. But here we are at the Tiki Bar. Got my rum on the rocks right there chilling. There is a little bathroom here to go in and out. Yeah, I get it. This is not the main point of the video, but it ties this stuff in together. It ties it all in. It makes it easier to go in and out. If we're hanging out, especially in the winter months when you want to have the fire on. It is a bit warm outside to have the fire on, but I turned it on for aesthetics, just so you get the picture. This is it. So, in all its glory, welcome to the new game room, and I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this. We'll go back up through here one more time and take it all in before I wrap up this video. Boom. I could not be happier with the way this turned out. I do have the studio halogen lighting up there that I wired in custom to illuminate, you know, my goodies on the walls and band stuff. It illuminates the pub table if you are sitting there. So cool. And we're gonna walk outside one more time, make a loop. And now all we need to do is get the party people over here and start going ham on it. Word up. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Thank you for all of the subs. I appreciate every single view and every single subscriber. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. I really appreciate you guys dropping in, checking out the new game room space, checking out the back lanai, and now it's time to get down to the partying. I think I might jump in the pool right quick as soon as I finish my rum. But anyway, please subscribe, share, like. Thanks again, you guys. Can't thank you enough. Salud.